Fort Hood, of course, has been a newsmaker long before today's shootings on post.
The fort dates back to the early years of World War II. Jim Swift joins us live here in the studio with some background for us. Jim?
Leslie, Robert, Fort Hood is just far enough away that it's off the radar screen for most people in this area. But a quick look at the map reveals the base is really in our own backyard, just an hour's drive north of Austin, off Interstate 35. This is the kind of thing you might see on a normal day at Fort Hood. But the largest Army base in the country has an honored place in the history of the U.S. military. It started out as Camp Hood in the early 1940s, a new military installation devoted to training tank troops to counter rapid-fire German invasion forces in Europe. It was named for Confederate General John Bell Hood, an important Civil War commander. In 1950, Camp Hood became Fort Hood. Units and divisions came and went through the Korean and Vietnam Wars. Fort Hood deployed troops to Operation Desert Shield in the run-up to the Gulf War, which forced Saddam Hussein's military out of Kuwait and back into Iraq. During the Iraq War, it was Fort Hood unit that found the Iraqi leader hiding in a spider hole and captured him. Troops from the base also participated in peacekeeping efforts in Bosnia and in relief deployments to Mexico City and Managua, Nicaragua, following massive earthquakes in those cities. And, of course, Fort Hood is serving as a major deployment center for American troops bound for the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. I've been at Fort Hood several times over the years when it was what is called an open base. Hood is now a virtual city with a population of over 60,000, so it's not easy to completely wall it off. But since 2001, visitors do have to show ID and have their destinations confirmed before being allowed on base. Robert, Leslie?
Jim, thanks for that perspective.
Thank you, Jim.